Bobby Bones.
So we're going to go around the room, and everybody's just going to give a topic, and we'll all talk about it. I'll go first. The judge has ruled that Lyle and Eric Menendez are to be re-sentenced to 50 years to life, which means it's a re-sentencing of their original, so it's not added on. But because they're changing it, it now makes them eligible for parole after 30 years in prison.
Whoa.
The judge, Michael Jessic, announced the severity of the crime but cited their rehabilitation as remarkable. The defense attorney, Mark Garrigo, said the ruling affirms the possibility of redemption as the brothers maintain they acted out a fear of abuse. The former district attorney supported the move, while Gavin Newsom, who's the governor, has noted that a decision on clemency will be shared after the brothers' final hearing. So we had heard, too, that they may have an opportunity to get out of jail. And I think those documentaries helped tremendously because everything is tried in public. We're looking at the Karen Reed trial now. If you don't think that's very public, and that's affecting people, it for sure is. But the Menendez brothers are probably going to get out of jail now.
And they killed their parents?
They did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They did. Like
Murdered.
They did. So it's not, did they hit them and a tail light's broken and maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they did, no, they did. But it mostly was they were talking about the crazy amount of abuse that they were going through, and also they felt unsafe. And so a bit of self-defense, although it wasn't imminent abuse right that second.
Yeah, because the parents were sitting on a couch eating ice cream,
Yeah.
watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts, Amy?
That story's crazy to me. I feel like I went into it thinking they were monsters. Pretty sure that was the name of
That's probably why the title got you.
the documentary. And then after I felt I had, like, I don't know what I felt. I haven't been through anything like that, but I felt like bad for them and like, oh shoot, they were really messed up. And if everything they were saying was true, then psychologically there's a lot of damage there. And but then it's like, but also is all of that true? So yeah, I feel like they've served a lot of time.
They claimed that they killed their parents out of desperation because it had happened so often, and it was sexual abuse and physical abuse. And
Yeah, the sexual abuse stuff just
psychological
it was heinous.
abuse
By their parents?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, Jose.
The dad.
Oh.
Jose.
The dad's name? I think so. And I mean, he was a high an executive at a record label, had a lot of power in L.A.
Is he connected to Menudo?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I do remember his name.
The thing too about the time period was in the 90s, and it's not like the 90s were like the 30s, but in the 90s, survivors weren't often believed, especially when it comes to abuse cases, especially when it was a high-profile person. So they're like going abuse, and everyone's like, what does that even mean? Like back then, there wasn't the education on the psychological abuse. You knew what sexual abuse was, but when someone would question someone with authority and say that happened, it was not believed. The culture was not to believe first and then investigate and find out. So,
Well, and he would make threats, like if you say anything.
there are also, you say Menudo, there were more allegations that came out, I believe, from some of those other Menudo members
Oh, yeah.
that said that about him,
On a separate documentary that I saw on just Menudo
that he may have been sexually abusive
to some of the
there
members.
as well.
Sad.
So they're not innocent in the murder, and no one's claiming they are.
But it's more of like, I look at the time that they've served, and do I think that they are a threat to the public being out? No.
I also don't think they got a fair trial. And a lot of that, too, is a fair trial based on how most trials are now, where they're very public and people can thoroughly examine who the lawyers are, what the case is, why they're doing it, who the person is. Now, in the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, you go back further, nobody had access to that stuff. There's no internet.
Well, theirs was televised, right?
Yeah, but it's still, if you
But
didn't,
then
if you didn't catch it, you didn't catch it.
It got overshadowed by OJ.
Yeah.
I think that was one of
got
the things.
overshadowed.
It had a lot of attention, and then boom, OJ, his whole thing happened, and
So this was mid-90s?
89.
Early.
Oh, 89.
yeah. But then their trial was happening mid-90s.
The dad, Jose, died. Obviously got killed. So he,
Yeah.
he couldn't like fight the allegations of all the abuse from everybody else
Right.
either.
What did they do? They shoot him?
Yeah,
August 20th,
Yes.
1989.
yeah, they waited for him to come home, and they
No.
What are you going to say?
And how old were they?
Well, he said they waited for them to come home like they were walking in, but they literally were watching TV and eating ice cream, and then they snuck in there and just shot him.
Do you remember how old the Menendez
I think they
brothers
were
Like, I don't know, 19?
17, 19,
21?
20.
Was the oldest one 21?
Something like, yeah, they were not old. But they,
old.
like I'm saying, they weren't like
Oh, here we go.
25 and not living at home. Like they were.
Eric Menendez was 18. Lyle Menendez was 21.
Dang.
So, yeah, they've been in 30
I
years.
mean, that's a long time.
They'll probably get out.
I would think so.
And
Did they do it? Yep. The reasons they did it, I don't think they should have got nothing because they did kill them. And I think the thing was, why didn't you just go to authorities? And it's like, authorities aren't going to believe them. We've tried. Our dad's very powerful. Like, all that is a part of it. We weren't there.
Right.
We didn't even get to like be a part of it as viewers. They showed some of it on television, but even then we still would have known because back then there just wasn't a 24-hour news cycle like there is now, and there wasn't social media and like niche experts on social media to give you all the details. Like I've watched so much testimony in the Karen Reed trial on TikTok just in the past 3 days of like what's currently happening now. Because if you didn't catch it then, unless you recorded it with your VCR, you didn't catch it. So that was mine. That they have resentenced them, which allows them to get out on parole. And all the people that are involved in it are saying, you know what? We respect the judge's decision, which is basically them saying you should probably let him out on parole without them having to say that and face the scrutiny of saying that. So that's mine. Amy, what do you have?
so my neighbor sent out a text message. Like we have like a bunch of people and even some friends not in the neighborhood just on this chain. And she was being dropped off by a rideshare app. I think it was Lyft or something, but doesn't matter. This could be anytime you're in a cab or you're alone and there's a driver, especially if you're a female and that they're a male. And when he pulled up to her house, he put the car in park and like leaned his seat back and kind of looked at her and he's like, "You're my last ride of the night."
What do you mean lean his seat back?
Or he just kind of like leaned back, like she felt uncomfortable because he put it in park and like kind of leaned back and was like, "You're my last ride of the night." Sort of indicating.
Sounds creepy.
Like, I don't have anything else to do. Like, what do you got going on? So she obviously got out of there as fast as she could, but she just sent like a text to our group, like, "This happened to me and it just feels weird. So I'm just, letting y'all know." And then someone else replied, "Oh my gosh, I just saw this guy on Instagram," and they attached the clip of him. And so I went to his page and started looking at it. And he has like several videos or reels that he's made that you can save. And if you're ever in a desperate situation, if you're in a rideshare app and you're in the back of the car and you're feeling vulnerable, you can hit play and he acts like he's having you. They'll think you're on a speaker phone call, like as the driver likely can't see your screen.
Right.
So if you're back there, all they'll hear is this deep man voice. It's like, "Hey, what's up?" And then you're supposed to kind of talk. And he's even look at the video. He's like, wait. And then he'll tell you, "Okay, talk. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, so he'll be like, "Oh, so you're on your way home?" And then, so I pulled one of the clips, and this is one of the things he puts on his page. His name is Dylan Stevens, and his handle is the Big Old Texan Family. And he's this huge, massive, like, looks like a biker dude, and he's helping women out.
"Hey, baby girl. You on your way home? Okay. Are you in an Uber? What's the car look like? Yeah, go ahead and screenshot the Uber app driver's info. Go ahead and send that to me. Yeah, no, I see you right now. Yep. I see you right now. So you're what, about 5-10 minutes away? Okay, baby. Did you have fun? Good, sweetheart. Good. All right, well, when you pull up, I'll be outside waiting for you. That way I can walk you in, okay?
That's pretty good.
That's really
Yeah,
good.
he has several versions. Like that one maybe could be like,
You should give a little more time for her to answer. But yeah, other than that, it's awesome.
And make sure you call within 5 or 10 minutes away from your house.
Yeah, and make sure an Uber, not Lyft or a taxi.
Well, just Uber can
It
be
doesn't
anything.
matter.
It
You
could be
can,
anything.
yeah, true. You
Because
can
he's not gonna know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
joking.
Well,
That's cool.
maybe that's why he has different versions, because that one sounds like it could be more of like a dad, like, "Oh, hey, baby girl," or and then I saw another one where it could be like your spouse. I don't know. I just thought that's really cool of him to do that. And he has all these other tips on his page too. And I would have never known that if it wasn't for my little group text, saving lives.
That's pretty good, though.
Hey, baby girl.
Hey. Yeah.
I think some people chase clout on TikTok, though, because they'll make up stories about being in a rideshare.
Well, this was
Your
I know
neighbor.
the story that happened with my neighbor, and she doesn't know for sure that anything bad
I'm
would
not
have
saying
happened to
anything
her.
bad happened. I'm talking about the guy who opens up the middle and gas comes out.
Yeah,
I think
come on.
Morgan
Oh,
told
yeah,
that
those
one.
people.
Right.
I haven't.
We
I
all
didn't
did.
tell a gas one.
We all told
Yeah,
it.
you said
Like
the
that happened
smoke.
to me.
No, you said you saw it on TikTok.
Oh,
about
yeah, yeah, yeah.
warning girls
I was
coming to
like, that
Nashville.
didn't happen
Yeah.
to me.
You warned girls coming to Nashville that, hey, don't open the compartment because there's gas that comes
Well,
out.
I
It's like,
did too because I saw the TikTok and I believed it.
Yeah, but everything bad happens in Morgan in a rideshare for some reason.
I don't know what to tell you guys. I take rideshare a lot, so maybe it's just numbers.
Well, you need to save this guy's reel
So if you ride
can
enough
play it.
ride
What was the
shares,
thing?
because I never had anybody creepy with me, but I'm just a dude.
Right.
I do think it has to do with being a woman
Absolutely.
too, for sure.
Absolutely.
And you
Creepy
have a lot of
dudes
you
and
have a lot of
vulnerable
male
women.
drivers
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. That's really cool that you did that. What if you just I don't know, watch those because you liked it
What?
by yourself?
The video of that
His
guy,
videos.
the biker guy.
Ray, play it for me again.
Wait.
Hey, baby girl.
What?
Ray should play it and you
That's what I'm
respond.
doing. That's literally what I was doing.
Oh, you didn't say that's what you're going to do?
well,
Do I need to telegraph everything I'm about to do?
does he need to spell it out?
Sorry, go ahead.
Don't do eyes. I was already doing it. And he's like, hey, we're on the same wavelength. I was like,
I got a great
that's what I
idea,
was doing.
Bobby. Act
All
it
right,
out.
go ahead, Ray.
Hey, baby girl.
Hey.
Hey,
You on your way home?
Yeah. Guys,
you gotta say something.
no,
He's
I don't have to
talking
say, hey.
you.
Someone can go, hey, baby girl, you on your way home? He also doesn't give enough time in the middle of those.
Okay. But you need
Guys,
to
it's his role.
Oh, my
okay,
God.
but do a female voice.
No, I want to be like his dude. Dudes can be baby
Yeah,
girl to
that could
dudes.
be a thing.
Yeah, go ahead again.
Hey, baby girl.
What's up?
You on your way home?
Nope, going to the gay bar.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you in an Uber?
I'm in a lift.
What's the car look like?
Because
Yeah, go ahead and screenshot the Uber app driver's info.
it's
Go
my
ahead and send that
boyfriend.
to me.
You gotta be quick,
I want
man.
this to be my boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I wouldn't believe you if I were the driver.
I know, I couldn't go fast
I
enough.
wouldn't believe you.
I want this guy to be like my dude. That's what I don't need to be my dad. He can't be my dad. I'm old.
Hey, baby boy.
Yeah. And if he's calling me baby girl and I'm his dude,
Yeah, that makes
it
sense.
has to be. We have to be lovers. Yes or no?
Yeah, I agree.
So
if there's
Yes.
an adult man doing that to me, calling me baby girl, we have to be lovers.
So you're saying like if you're a guy and you're trying to do this,
Yes.
and you accidentally hit
You have
his
to-
video, you got to roll with it.
Yes, that's what I was
Yeah.
doing. Because otherwise, I can't pull it off.
Yeah.
Because if I'm like his baby girl,
Mm-hmm.
we probably met in prison.
Correct.
Now all of a sudden, I have to play the role.
Well, maybe he has one on his page for men. I didn't see it.
Yo, bro, what's up, bro?
Yeah. What?
You got to be whatever presents you.
I know, but he has multiple options, and you save the one you want. And
Maybe I
that's,
want that one.
that's just the one I pulled for as an example.
But that's the
there
only
may be
place I
one-
could go. 'cause
Maybe
he painted me in a corner.
Maybe
Amy.
there is one where he's like, "What's up, bro?"
And that's what I would do. I'd be like, "What's up, bro?" He'd be like, "What are you doing? Chilling?
In an
Going to
Uber.
strip club?" I would just change it up.
Strip club. Then he's like, "What kind of Uber are you in? Are you scared?"
Yes.
I'll wait for you when
See,
you get
I
here.
wouldn't want the Uber driver to know that I'm scared, and those clips indicate that like something's up. Like I just want a more casual, like, "Hey," and then maybe like, "Hey,"
Yeah,
and
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, "Hey, I just got done working out,
Brilliant idea.
cleaning my gun."
Love it. Very, very selfless. But I don't feel like he gives enough time in the middle. But I need to find a different one, or I have to play the role he's presented me,
Right.
which is his boyfriend.
Yeah, just gotta roll with it, man.
Yes.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. I'm just being me, but it's like, where are you going? Well, I mean, okay. That is, I like it though. Okay, Lunchbox, what do you have?
Man, I don't know if you guys want to dive deep into Diddy or if you guys are just, you want to gloss.
I don't want to dive too deep into that, right?
It's
I
not,
haven't
it's not about
watched
that.
any of it, but-
you can't watch it.
But you can read all the
You can see
testimony.
the court drawings, and you can read Cassie's testimony, which I read some of it. I'd rather go to Karen Reed because it's not like somebody being sexually abused, and like him making the male escort do stuff to her, and like
Oh.
it was all it was. Like it's so dark.
Okay. Well, then I'll give you a different story. That in Texas, they're approving a bill to allow pregnant mothers to use the HOV lane. Great. But now they've expanded the bill. If they're a mother, they don't have to have the kids in the car and they can use the HOV lane. What?
cool.
Excuse me?
I like that.
What? That makes no sense.
Well, maybe because we're
That
busy.
sounds pretty dumb. No, I'm gonna go with
That's
them.
absolutely stupid.
I mean, even the pregnant one, borderline.
But I have
Because you're not. Because no, hold, everybody. Even the pregnant one's kind of dumb because you know why? Because do you know why the
that's a
HOV?
human.
No, you know why the HOV exists? It's to encourage people to ride together to stop pollution. That's what it is.
Oh.
So you ain't saving any pollution. The baby doesn't have a choice to come out of you. It's
That's
living
like
in there.
taking the whole this baby is another life a little too far. It is. I think
It's a
that,
life, two
but
lives
it's
in the
like
car.
But it doesn't cut down on the
It
traffic
doesn't cut
either.
down on right, and they want,
I know.
So what they want people to do is ride together because it cuts down on traffic and it's less pollution. So we make a lane,
Well, that kills my argument then.
but it doesn't help traffic or pollution.
Yeah,
Doesn't,
that's
it really
And then
doesn't.
if your kids aren't even in the car, so you can just
That one's really dumb. I'm
Every
totally
woman
out
can
on
just
that
get in the HOV lane then, because you can't. What are you gonna do?
Every
Have
mom.
pictures
And
with
then
you?
why are they? What about dads?
Right.
I don't.
Yeah. What about us? Like
So then
we have
just-
kids too.
So now the HOV line's every lane except for me. I'm the only one that doesn't get to drive in the HOV. But that's okay because I'm in the lane now that nobody's in.
Every dad and mom though should board a plane early, right?
No.
Even without their kids, because
no.
we've gone through a lot, dude.
But you chose to.
Sometimes you didn't. You know what I mean?
But you chose
Accidents, blessings, happy accidents.
Yeah, blessings. But I'm just saying, I thought it was crazy that all of a sudden we're just going to make the HOV lane for any woman that has a child, even if they're not with them.
That's pretty dumb.
That one's dumb. The pregnant mom thing. You know what? I just root for pregnant moms, so I'm okay with it, even though it doesn't make sense logically.
Is there any other reason other than environmental?
Yeah, traffic and environmental.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Morgan.
I want to admit something. I thought the HOV lanes were for people that were busy, like they were parents and they were busier than I was, so they got to use the HOV lane.
What would you think HOV stood for?
I don't know. It always said like from 4 to
Hurry.
6, and it was from like school hours. So I always thought it was like families, and they were just.
They're late to pick up their kids. So you're from a town. So am I. That we didn't have that. Big cities had HOV lanes, so I did not know what they meant either until like somebody taught me, or we talked about like a mannequin in a seat.
Yeah, like I knew that they were for people that were 2 or more or whatever, but I never knew why they existed until this moment, and you guys were talking about it.
Yeah.
I really thought they were just for like really busy people, and they deserved to go fast.
Not true, but I don't think that we will make fun of you that much for that because you didn't grow up around them. It's like not being able to say a word a lot of times when you've only read it. Well, you never heard it, so how will you probably mispronounce it? So, yeah.
There are some cities though where that HOV lane is like once you commit to get in it, you can't get out because it's barricaded.
Mhm. Well, yeah, but why would you want to get out?
Well, what if I don't know? Like sometimes, like here in Nashville, there's just a lane, right? It's just like a stripe on the road, and if you need to get on it because there's no traffic on that lane, you can get on that lane. And if I need to just be on it real quick, I can just jump on it real quick, even though I'm alone. But you can't do that in a big city.
What do you think HOV means?
Hurry.
See, and that could have been.
Out of the way vehicle.
Uh-huh.
Human occupancy vehicle.
Hover?
Hover?
Hover.
Oh, so she means HOV would be HOV like that.
Hover over everyone else.
HOV.
The V is vehicle.
Human occupancy?
Yes.
High occupancy.
Hi.
What is the lunchbox?
High occupancy.
What, exactly.
That
it.
other word.
Say it again.
That's a tough word.
Yeah,
But
go
that's
ahead.
okay because you didn't grow up saying words like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You never heard it before. You only read it.
No, I've
Okay,
heard it.
Go ahead.
Occupancy.
Again.
No, that's not right.
Again.
I didn't say it right. High occupancy. Occupancy.
That's it. You got it. Good.
Occupancy.
Good job, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
That's a tough word.
I think any mom that's no maybe on Mother's Day
And then how
There
is
we
that?
go.
Like that's discrimination against dads. Like so, dads can't use it.
and on my
They're-
birthday I get to use it.
We just had that argument.
No, I'm saying, but it's so discriminatory. It's like, why do moms get to use it, not dads?
But Mother's Day, Bones, is on Sunday too, so you can't. It's only Monday through Friday and certain time. Make them think.
Yeah. Okay, Morgan, you're up.
Okay, so I saw the Kim Kardashian testifying in the Paris court over her robbery, and she wore
Crazy.
this $1.5 million necklace.
Oh, I didn't see that at the trial.
Yeah, because it was like her taking back the image, and like it was this whole press release with the jeweler who created this necklace, I think for specifically for her to wear during this trial. Crazy. And I found out they were like the grandpa robbers. So like there was 12 of these guys that did this robbery. One of them died. One of them got excused for illness, and now they're like testifying for the other ones.
What do you mean, grandpa robbers?
That's what they call them, is the grandpa robbers.
Like older?
because they're older.
I didn't know that. I thought they were. I guess I. just assumed most robbers were in their 20s and 30s, maybe young 40s.
Because they're quick.
Yeah, because you got to like jump and stuff.
That's fair.
Jump.
Yeah.
That's I never thought about it, but
You
I
gotta
just
move
assumed
quick.
you got to run if they would come in. Wow. I pulled up a story here. Anything else you know from it? You want to say from it?
No, I was just more fascinated because at first I saw the headline. It was like she's wearing a $1.5 million necklace around the robbers, and I was confused. And it was her like reclaiming this jewelry thing because they took so much from her.
So the necklace that she wore, and some sites are reporting it to be $1.5 million, a 52-carat necklace. But aside from the necklace, she wore $7 million in diamonds to testify against the men who tied her up and stole her jewelry in Paris in 2016. That's been almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
She said she believed she was going to die that night. And she told the robbers she had babies and needed to live. Kim took the witness to testify against the thieves. She said the guys broke into her hotel room. They were dressed like police officers with masks.
Whoa.
It was around 3 a.m. and she was wearing a bathrobe. Her stylist also took the stand because she was staying in the same suite and heard Kim begging for her life. Dang.
Yeah, and they told her if she'd stay quiet, then she'd be okay.
How traumatic.
Oh,
So how do they have all this lined up? Did they like fake us somebody? I just vaguely remember some of this.
Well, I do remember, like when I was reading back through the news story, she was wearing a really expensive ring earlier that night for some event, and I don't know if they saw that and then tried to figure out where she was and started putting pieces together, if it was connected to that.
They posed as police officers before they overpowered the concierge, who was forced to act as translator as they tied Kardashian up. So they made the concierge go up and
Oh.
be a part of it as well.
Or was he in on it?
I don't think he was, because at this point, 9 years later, they would know. They'd find connections somehow, and I don't believe they
Yeah.
found connections there. But okay, so that's how they faked it. It was to be police officers until they were questioned, then they just overtook the dude and went up and took her jewelry. The robbers used the information from her online activity to identify her as a high-value target, and that's how they knew where she was staying in the hotel. And she was wearing a $4 million diamond ring in the social media. Investigators suspect the robbers used her online digital breadcrumbs, images, timestamps, and geotags to track her movements and identify opportunities.
Wow.
They were disguised as police officers. They forced their way into the room, tied her up, held her at gunpoint, and stole millions of dollars worth of jewelry. That's crazy. That sucks for her. I remember thinking that then too, but being tied up.
Ugh.
Oh, man. Eddie.
Mine's a little lighter. I saw that McDonald's has new chicken strips called McCrispies. Tried them. Pretty good. Not bad. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, what's your favorite chicken strip out of all the restaurants you've ever been to?
Oof.
oh man,
Oh, Chicken Express.
That chicken express pretty solid.
those are real good.
Solid. I mean, I would go Cane's. Because Cane's chicken strips, oh my goodness, they're the best.
Yeah, I'm going to have to remember the name of this place. Hold on. Chicken place in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Because it's a chain, but it's only Charlie's Chicken. It's a chain in Oklahoma. Charlie's Chicken is the best chicken.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
So do they do chicken, like fried chicken, and then chicken strips as well? Or like is it just...
Well, I need to look at the menu because I only ever got the chicken strips while I was there. And I guess Caitlin grew up with a lot of Charlie's Chicken. And she was like, you got to get the strips or the nuggets or whatever it is. I think they do regular chicken too, but I just got the chicken strips, and they were awesome. So they have 20 Oklahoma locations and 1 Missouri location. So it's a chain, but it's a very, very regional chain, probably owned by all the same owner, if I'm guessing. Let me pull up the menu here. Homemade chicken and dressing.
Sounds
They have
great.
catfish dinners, chicken and dumplings.
So fried goodness.
2-piece chicken combo meal, 3-piece chicken combo meal, chicken fried steak. Oh, I should have got that.
You didn't see that
My
on the menu.
favorite thing. Okay, so it's called chicken chunks. 2-piece, 5-piece, 3-piece, 7-piece. They also have 20-piece. So the chicken chunks is what I had, and they were awesome. That's what I would do.
What do you dip it in?
Oh, it's always honey mustard.
Oh, always?
Oh.
Interesting.
Or
Nothing but. I won't even eat it if I don't
gravy.
have it.
You ever done barbecue sauce?
Nah.
Oh,
Ooh,
barbecue
good.
sauce is good. Zaxby's has good chicken strips, dude. That's my
Yeah, I
vote.
think a lot of those are great answers. I think Cane's is great.
Cane's is the
But
best.
what comes to my mind first is like, really, let me think about when I was like, Charlie's Chicken.
in Oklahoma.
And it was not something I grew up with. So, it's not, there was no bias of it being associated with memories. Because a lot of times that happens.
Yeah, Chicken Express might be memories with my dad.
Yeah,
But
they were really good,
it
right?
was really good.
That's the one on the sign where the chicken looks like it's running.
Yes.
I don't know that.
Oh,
might be
really?
regional.
It might be regional.
Yeah, maybe it was a franchise.
UTSA is going to rebrand as UT San Antonio.
So stupid.
What's the difference,
Yeah, it's
though?
the same thing, right?
No, they're
'Cause
changing
UTSA
the.
means UT San Antonio.
Yeah, but they're changing the logo. They're changing everything. And
I
so,
say this, by the way, listeners, that's where Lunchbox went to college.
Yeah, that's where I made my mark on this university, and now it's just gonna be lost because like, where'd you go? UT San Antonio. No, I went to UTSA.
You can still say that. UTSA.
Yeah, like do people do that with Southwest and
This is Texas State now.
it's hard.
But if you went there when it was Southwest,
That's a great
what
question.
do you say?
Because my
Texas
sister
State.
graduated from Southwest.
Yeah.
For the most, you still say Texas
I
State,
know,
probably.
but that's similar situation happening.
Not
Yeah.
really, because that's a full name change. This is the same exact thing. Like they're just saying the words that are already abbreviated.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like and half of it they're keeping the same anyway. Like with Southwest and then Texas State, full different names.
You know why they changed that? Because they didn't want to be known as the party school anymore. Because Texas
Which
State
they were.
Yeah, Texas State was known as the party or Southwest Texas.
You think that was the legitimate reason they changed? Because
Really?
they were like, we're going to sit around and not be known as the party school.
Legit.
I
would
think
bet-
they wanted a rebrand.
They wanted to rebrand.
I mean, it was very
agree-
branded.
No, I agree, but I'm telling you, Texas State sounds bigger, more formal, almost like the State University of Texas,
Yeah.
more so than just Southwest. There could be a million Southwests. It gave it an actual identity because there are probably a million Southwest universities or Southwestern universities.
Southwest Texas.
Okay, here we go. Here's the official answer. Southwest Texas State University changed its name to Texas State University to reflect its growing status as an emerging research institution and to better represent the university's broader scope within the state of Texas. They wanted to change the intended Southwest regional description so people didn't think it was just part of a regional part. Yeah, nothing about a party school.
Okay,
we were
well-
told. That's what we were told.
Like you would tell someone like, "Oh, I'm going to Southwest," and they'd be like, "Oh, party school."
Yeah,
Heck yeah,
or like
that's
you,
where it's at, man.
like you couldn't get into anywhere else.
So you go party.
But that's
Yeah.
a different reason.
Well, like you just knew that was going to be an easy in, and you weren't going to have to work that hard.
It is weird though. Like when you say like Texas State, that does sound cool.
Almost regal.
It's like Michigan State, Florida State.
Yeah, it's the big state and the state
Texas.
school of the big state. So there's
Yeah.
more prominence to it.
That makes sense.
Which is what they wanted to change to.
So what sounds different about UTSA and UT San Antonio? Why does that sound like? Why do they
half
like
of
that better?
Half of it's exactly the same. Where Southwestern, is it Southwest or Southwestern?
It was
I thought it was
Southwest.
Southwestern.
It was
No,
Southwest.
Southwestern
No,
is
it
in
was-
Georgetown.
Yeah, that's where my dad went.
That's where my cousin went.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shout
whatever it was.
Where my
Yeah.
buddy went.
So it's Southwest Texas. That's where George Strait went there.
Guys, what are you talking about? That's where Ray went.
Love the history of it. However,
Where my
went there
sister
too.
went.
And Mike.
Amy's going, nobody can get in, only stupid people. And Mike's like,
I graduated from there.
No, I'm saying when we were in school, that's where people applied when they were like
100%.
wanting to party.
I did not party at all.
My point
believe that.
is
I
the
believe that.
difference in the name change was it went from a complete Southwest to Texas State. You had to say the complete thing different. UTSA, UT San Antonio, half of it's still the same. Still that, and then SA actually stands for San Antonio. So some people would be like UTSA, it's in San Antonio. University of Texas, San Antonio.
Yeah.
Really not much of a change there. The Roadrunner may be drawn differently, but not much of a change.
When are they going to settle the UT thing?
What
Like,
thing?
because there's always like UT. You mean Tennessee or do you mean Texas?
Well, I guess when they change the name of the states.
Yeah, I mean, it's never gonna change.
Okay.
I guess if they change the state to Winnesee and it's University of UW.
I mean, like,
Wooty.
like who's gonna just get rid of it?
yeah.
Just seems like it's a dumb fight always.
Some schools though, there's UK and there's KU, and again
Right.
there are many, but UK, Kentucky, KU, Kansas.
But what's the difference there?
That's how you say it.
But Kansas is it called Kansas University?
Yes.
Sure,
Okay. Not University of Kansas?
sure,
Both.
but they just abbreviate it that way. And it differentiates the two.
Okay.
I don't know the official name. Where do you
Okay.
go?
I think it's
KU. People say KU though.
Yeah, it's
If they go to K,
Yeah,
if
it's
they go to
often
Kansas, they say
KU
KU.
or K State.
They don't say State K,
No, they don't say
but it is.
State K.
But it's officially University of Kansas.
That's
Right.
like the University of Colorado. People say CU.
there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Same deal.
Yeah, but it's still the University of Colorado Boulder.
Yeah, but I know.
It's like Crimson Tide.
That's not a thing.
Roll Tide. What are you talking about?
But that's the University of Alabama.
What is a tide? And what's
Um,
rolling?
Well, that's kind of dumb.
And why are you an elephant?
It's an ocean wave.
it's a great question. Like, where did the elephant come from?
Same place, and there are a few mascots that are like that aren't exactly like Let me think of some other schools.
Wasn't Auburn a tiger? And then they say war eagle?
Mm-hmm. But
yeah,
it's
and
both.
then they have the eagle fly.
But it's both.
Okay.
It's a combination of factors. This is the elephant. I did not know this, but I'm going to read it to you. The elephant mascot, Big Al, is his name, for the University of Alabama, came from a combination in the 1930s. Sports writers began referring to the team's linemen as red elephants due to their size and crimson color of their jerseys. The nickname was popularized by fans who yelled, "Hold your horses, the elephants are coming." So the elephant comes from that. It's like the Arkansas Razorbacks. They were the Cardinals.
Really? Back in the day?
There are no Razorbacks in Arkansas.
There are no hogs?
No. There are pigs, but not Razorbacks. Different animal.
Oh.
But it was the same thing. They nicknamed them a wild bunch of Razorbacks, so that stuck and they changed the name.
Razorback's a cool mascot
It's the only one, too.
because it's just like
So
Razorbacks.
whenever like the Redskins that turned into the Commanders, turned into the football team, all that, for a while the betting odds would have the Razorbacks as one of the top 3 or 4 names they
Oh,
thought they
wow.
would go to, and I was like, please God, no. The only thing we have is that nobody else has.
Don't take it away from us.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, UTSA, man. They're getting
See ya.
weird. And the logo looks weird. I mean, just, yeah.
It looks different.
Yeah, maybe if maybe I'll get used to it, but I just don't like what they're doing in my school.
Do you guys want to talk about the pallet?
About what part of it?
Well, if we don't have the money by Friday, we're getting our money back for the NVIDIA in Lunchbox's account. So
Well, that's good for you guys, but I'm still out.
But it's
on
going to
money.
make him pay us for the pallet,
Okay.
if we're being honest. He did sell something else on the pallet.
Okay.
Yeah,
We've been talking about it, so it's renewed interest.
I think so.
Go ahead.
I mean, we've had stuff up for over a year, and all of a sudden, got a bite. And we got a bite for the big dog. We got a bite for the big dog, guys.
What
It's
was
a
the
big
big
dog?
dog?
That case?
Pelican Brief.
Yeah, no,
No, it's a
Pelican case.
Pelican Brief's a movie. It was a book. John Grisham, and then turned into a movie. Maybe
Whatever.
John
You
Grisham?
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe John Grisham.
What's her name?
Susan Sarandon,
No,
Demi Moore.
no.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts and Denzel.
I just named famous women.
Okay, so what's the update?
So you want to hear
Good point. No, dude, we want to talk about it and not hear it.
Yeah.
Is that a book, Mike, or just a movie?
Let me see.
Lunchbox.
What?
What you got?
Give us an
Well,
update.
I don't have a board in front of me to hit the clip, guys.
John Grisham. You literally tell Ray all the time, hit
I
the
said,
clip.
you guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
How's it going, man? Good, how you doing? Doing great, man.
Thanks for letting me buy this.
Absolutely. Take a look. She's a beaut. You can open her up. I mean, I opened her up just to make sure the foam and everything was in there, and just so if you want to look at it.
Take a think about it.
Yeah, I mean.
I got a travel job tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm
really?
waiting to get a case, but I saw this was the exact size I needed. You said
75.
375.
Boom.
Awesome.
All right, man. Hey, congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Businessman making business deals, trying to get that money. Great deal. What a sale.
Okay.
Wow.
Great. No, that's great.
$375.
What is up? You guys said, listen, this was the advice you guys kept telling me. Just sell it. Get whatever you can get. People would hit me up and be like, hey, would you take 100 for that? And I'm like, absolutely not. I will not take 100 for that. I am leaving it at full price. And I mean, the business advice that my cohorts
Your
here.
investors.
No, we just want our money. It
you
has
were-
nothing to do with
no,
business
but
advice.
but you were like, just sell it. Just take
Yes,
whatever
because
you
we
get.
just wanted our
But
money.
Look at this. $375.
You're missing
Guys,
the point. We
that
never
is-
said don't sell it for what you can. We said after about 6 months, we just want our money, so sell it for whatever you can get it for. It wasn't even about the Pelican case.
Right.
No,
I understand what you're saying, but if I would have just sold that for $100,
we'd already had our money. if
you would have had
everything
your
was sold.
money, but you would not have as much money as you're gonna get.
Okay, when are we getting it?
I mean,
By Friday.
Okay, Friday we want that money.
We want our money.
Lunchbox.
so my question is, do you want cash
Yes.
or check?
Cash.
We don't want checks.
We don't want-
In no way do we want checks.
They're gonna bounce.
We don't. No, we just don't want to check. What am I gonna do with the check? I don't want
Well,
to check.
You can
We want-
deposit it.
I
Cash.
don't want to have to drive to the bank now that he gave us a check.
Okay.
Cash.
Cash.
Because you've been getting cash, so you have the cash.
And we want exact cash.
And we
Lunchbox.
want it itemized as what you sold for how much.
Oh,
because
I got spreadsheets.
We want it to the dime, to the nickel.
How much do you have total?
Well, then you'll know how much you're getting. Do you want me to ruin that? Or you want me to present
I
that
would
to
like
you?
to know.
We want the money.
I know. I'm going to present it to you tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Tomorrow.
Well, now I got to go to the bank. What?
You could go to an ATM.
Well, that's the bank.
Hey, you still have that camera?
No, camera sold. The
Oh,
camcorder.
okay. Yeah, the camcorder.
How
It
much
gone.
does it sell for?
The camcorder, $100.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
How many items have you sold?
Let me pull up the
Yes,
spreadsheet.
Just the
please.
items, no numbers.
Man, hold on.
Guys, I have reached the capacity of talking
I'm
about
pretty
this.
excited about this, though. We're about to
Me
get
too.
paid on
Yeah.
Friday.
Exactly. See,
And
Amy,
you know
that's what
why
I'm
we're
talking
about to get paid? Because we had to put the
hey,
screws to him.
well-
No.
Still,
Sometimes
we're
when-
getting
when,
it.
when I
But
pay,
this is why you don't get in business with him ever again. Guys, never do anything with him again financially because the only way you get your money that
Nope.
you're owed fairly and honestly is by leveraging him to get the money you're owed.
So
No.
he just sent me another invite to the golf pool for the U.S. Open. Should I do that?
Did you win the last one?
I did.
And you haven't been paid?
No.
no, he won $10, and
That's
he.
still
Okay,
winning.
but $10
That's
is
still
still
winning.
$10.
Oh my God. He acts like I said he didn't even know he won money. I
But that
mentioned
doesn't
it.
matter.
No, and I mentioned it to him, and then I totally forgot. You get busy, and
See?
he never was like,
But for
"Hey,
like
man."
2 days we've talked about it and you still haven't paid him.
No, because I just told him I'll pay the $10 entry fee.
But he gets to declare that.
Why
because
can't I
may
just
not
have
he
my
win
said
money?
the
that
next
to
one.
me. He's the one that said it to me. He's like, so you'll just pay my entry fee, and I said, yeah.
Well,
but now he's going to come in
that's
here.
true,
But then he's going to come in here and act like we didn't have an agreement already.
No, but you hadn't paid me. This happened like weeks ago.
That's also true.
How many items have we sold?
Oh, hold on.
Good question, Amy.
This whole thing makes me tired.
I know.
When I give you the money, I will reveal why I couldn't give you your money.
What? It's a secret? I spent it.
I'm intrigued.
Like I can already guess. I went to Vegas, made a mistake.
What could be the reason
What
that we
if
would
his,
accept?
Like, one of his kids was sick.
Yes.
That would be bad.
My daycare charged me an extra charge.
But that's on him. He owes us this money.
I know, but you're gonna understand when I tell you.
And if
What
it was
el-
something really bad, he should have told us, I don't know, a year ago.
What else do you think could be?
His car. He one last go
But,
at the Ultima.
but that means he's using our money to spend it on his stuff, which is
Oh, his
not
roof.
acceptable.
His roof.
Did the roof ever get fixed?
Yeah, roof's fixed, man.
Yeah, with our money, I bet.
No. I would never do that. Like I don't mix business with pleasure.
Yes,
What,
you do.
roof is
You don't do
pleasure?
business. It's all pleasure.
Okay, how?
I will say he has a very nice Excel sheet.
That
Okay, his wife
His
did
wife
it.
did
I know.
it.
I wanted to
Okay,
shout her out.
so-
It-
No,
it looks
right.
really pretty.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you guys act like I've been goofing around this whole time. Like I've been
Your wife has been doing that, building that.
like I.
So
It's
how many
kind
items
of
we
funny to
sold?
watch him try and use it, though. Honestly,
He doesn't know how to open it. He's like, I did it.
He's scrolling all over.
Well, I'm
the
trying to
place.
scroll and count how many we've sold.
If I click it twice, does it open?
How do you spell Excel?
I'm getting antsy. I just have to run over there and look at it.
It's nice. You look at it. It's nice.
It's
It has
color coded
colors,
everything.
She even has the MSRP, the value of what it was.
Because ain't no way he did that.
Yeah, no,
MSRP.
because I literally just wanted to write paper towels and put them up. But she went and found the exact value so she could list it in the list. I could list it in the listing saying, these are valued at $80. I'll sell them to you for $40.
Go
so
ahead.
people know they're getting a deal. Well, I got to.
I got like 30 seconds left of this whole thing because
No, these are the ones that haven't sold, guys.
29 seconds.
We haven't sold these.
Oh, the whole thing's blue.
No, green,
25
green.
Hey, hurry up, Lunchbox.
We've sold like 25 items.
That's good.
Yeah.
This will be
There
a
is
good
a lot of
weekend.
green,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and I think green means sold.
Yeah,
Yes,
green
but
means
that's not
sold.
the point. Though. He shouldn't be rewarded for what he sold. He should be punished for not giving us our money.
No,
I know, I'm just
when
trying to
you
help you guys
find
feel a
out
little
why,
better.
you're going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, right. I bet we won't.
Get out of here.
I bet we won't
No.
act like that. oh, okay, Lunchbox.
Or we're going to be like, why didn't you just tell us that from the beginning? Because even if it's the worst case, we would go, oh, if you just told us that, we'd have totally been cool with it.
But don't make something up like hospital bills. Like don't make anything up.
It's not going to be made up. Like it's legit. So when I bring that cash tomorrow, you'll be like,
Bring it Friday.
bring it Friday. Good. That gives me more time to get to the bank.
We gave you till Friday.
Thank you. Gosh, the bank is going
Because
to.
I don't want him here tomorrow and be like, here's the thing. I need another day. You just have until Friday. That was
so
it.
frustrated.
No, but it's exciting
No,
too,
it's
right?
not.
It's
No,
not
it's
exciting.
not.
I have no excitement in me about it.
No.
You got a smile on your face. Everybody's smiling.
No one's smiling.
When you heard $375,
We're not getting
hey,
we're not getting a gift. We're actually getting the
Hey.
money we're owed.
How many people are we splitting the money with?
5.
6.
Wait, so no.
6.
Who are the
Yes,
6?
Bobby, Amy, Lunchbox, Eddie, me, and Mike D.
Is that accurate, Mike?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
So now the green doesn't look so big, does it?
so we're not.
But it's making you smile when you heard $375,
That's
didn't
just
it?
I
ridiculous.
can't do
You
that.
want to hit it again, Ray?
No, I don't
What
want
is
to.
the whole clip?
375 divided by 6?
Hey, did you know that guy? Did he know
Well,
you?
$50
or-
will be 300.
How much
and
did
then
we put in?
75 is 25. So that would be what?
How much did we put in?
$80.
85 each.
85.
Okay, so we're
85.
basically gonna maybe.
We're
get
gonna
that
make
back.
a little money, but that's not the point, guys. The point is we never got the money.
No. You are getting the money.
Only because I threatened you.
No, that's
I
inaccurate.
threatened you with Friday, and now you're happening to give us this on Friday.
Don't worry though. When we find out, we're gonna be like, oh.
Yes. You're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah, this is so stupid.
like I'm telling you, man,
We're done.
So dumb.
owning a business is hard.
Did you watch Black Mirror, that episode?
I watched the one called National Anthem.
The pig one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was interesting.
Go ahead.
And I think that maybe I'm a sick individual because that show's pretty darn good.
It's my favorite show.
Like it is pretty darn good.
Yeah, it's my favorite show ever.
And as I'm watching it and I'm enjoying the show, I'm like, do messed up people like this show, or is this a normal do normal
it's
people?
not a normal person show, but I don't think you have to be messed up. But it's not a normal person show. My wife doesn't love it.
Okay.
It's too dark for her.
She's pretty normal.
Yeah, my wife has not watched it. I'd tell her she wouldn't like it. But my question is, how messed up do you have to be to come up with this stuff? That I want to hear from this guy. Like, what is he doing when he's like, "Oh, I got this great idea." That was good.
It's awesome. Yeah, Black Mirror is awesome.
You ever watch that one, Eddie?
No, not that one. Not the pig
The
one.
very, very, very first one, the pig one.
Oh man, you might want
Should
to
I
watch
watch
that.
it?
It's a game changer. I'm not homeworking it to you, but it's a game changer.
It's tough for me because I have to wait for everyone to go to bed for me to watch it.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Or no one's home. And then I feel like I'm doing something really shady because I wait for them to, like, the door to
It's
close.
like you're watching Cinemax After Dark.
Yes.
Okay, we're done.